So here we are back magnet fishing. That's been a while, hent it boy. Anyway, someone give us a tip off that Thetford was teeming with metal. Norwich is pretty dry, as you've probably seen from our last videos. So we come down here to have a look, didn't we boy?
We certainly did. We're gonna chuck up and down this stretch today and see what we pull out for you. We'll show you as soon as we find out. Let's get going, me old boy.
Leggett. Here, quickly. Here. Leggett, first chuck, look what I found. Come down here. Now I've got a hunch as I know what this is, because as you can see a wheel is just broken off this. Now I think this is a bobsled. Let me just look for any markings. Ah, can you see this marking? 2011 London Olympics Thetford bobsled team. Now the Thetford bobsled team used to practice here for the Olympics. The great frost of 2011. That frosted over all this river, turned it into an ice rink. Well, you weren't allowed to skate on it because the bobsled team needed it. Well, the story goes the captain of the bobsled team was lining up by that boat for his last practice run. There were crowds all lined along these pavements watching him go before the Olympics. Greggs, who used to be open there, they've closed down now after what happened, started turning on their ovens. The pasties were firing up, and all of a sudden the ice started melting before the captain's eyes. Well, the bobsled fell in, the captain fell in. Hold on, he's probably still in there, Leggett.
Crikey, Miller.
Leggett, what have you done here in Thetford?
We've never found one of these before, Miller. Look at this. Hang on a minute. I recognise that from the movies. Nanny Mcphee'S Zimmer frame. Now, you can tell it's hers. Come here. Look at this. Prestige. Nanny McPhee loved the best. I wonder what she's got in there. Let's have a little gander, shall we? Oh, you wouldn't believe it, Miller.
What's in there?
1.
Oh no, she ain't been at it again.
3. I can't even count how many's in there. Bottle caps. Now, you know our old friend Gregory Hastings from Cow Tower. Nanny McPhee's obviously been down Thetford with Gregory Hastings having a party by the river. Naughty girl. No wonder she fell in, she was off her trolley. Now, a few fines, we'll leave it, and I'm going to show you and have a little go on this. Have a look at the wheels. Perfect, Nick.
Now I've just found this. That might look like a girder to you. That's not. That is a police battering ram. Now, our old friend Security Steve used to be in the police force. He was on his first job with the squad. He was raiding Dodgy Damien's hideout. Just over there he was. Back and forth Steve was going at Dodgy Damien's door, he was, trying to get in. The whole police squad were behind Steve, rooting for him, cheering they were. Anyway, Security Steve, you know how much he eats. Well, he was trying to healthy eat that day. He had a banana skin there. 1, 2, all of a sudden that slipped. The police girder started launching towards the chief constable's new police Tesla. That went through the front windscreen. Security Steve was sacked on the spot, and now he works at Kodak Express.
That ain't no good, is it?
Leggett, what are you doing sitting on that bench? We're supposed to be magnet fishing.
Well, Miller, I've found a monocle. Now, as you can see from the markings on there, it used to belong to famous boxer Chris Eubank. You wouldn't know this, but in his spare time, he was a paraglider enthusiast. Now, he's from Brighton, and he set out a course to go paragliding, Brighton down to Cornwall, because he wanted to fly over the cliffs of Dover, didn't he? Anyway, he was wearing this monocle. As you can see, there ain't no glass in it. Don't know what prescription he wanted, but there's no glass. The course took him up to Thetford. He was coming along far too quick for his own good, screaming he was, asking for help. The king of the castle over that direction could hear him. He rang the alarms, and he got caught in the tree. And you might ask, where is this tree? Come over here, Miller.
What you got now, Leggett?
He was caught in the tree. There is no tree here anymore, and I'll tell you for why. He was stuck up this tree here for a month.
A month?
The king finally realised he was still in there and called the fire engine, didn't they? They came screaming down here, wheel, wheel. They chopped the tree down, they got him down, and that is now called the Chris Eubank Stump. And because of this, he was fined £1,000. Right, everyone, we're about to move spot, but as promised, Nanny Mcphee'S Zimmer frame needs testing, and so does this ramp. Matty, get in position.
Oh, Leggett.
3, 2, 1.
Miller, where you going?
I can't stop, mate.
Where you going, boy? Come here.
It's 5 to 12. I've got to find a shop to get my dinner before the sacred time hits. 12, you know what that means? Falafel and hummus wraps. Tropicana orange with bits, because there's more in it. And grapes and strawberries, because I'm being good.
Where's Matty gone? He's gone hossing off again. He was filled with joy and excitement. Where is it? Miller?
Leggett, look who I found. It's Captain Mamring from Dad's Army. Now, you know I'm old at heart. I love Dad's Army as much as the next person. We've just been having a chat about what he's been up to today, and, yeah. Where are we then, Leggett?
Well, Miller, we've just walked further up the 2011 glacier where they did the bobsleighing, and we've come all the way down to this bit where they used to do the skiing. It's at Beckham's Bridge, and luckily enough for us, the ice has actually melted now, so we can actually have a few chucks.
Oh, it's a bin. It's a bin.
A bin?
We found a bin, but it thought it was a safe, but it's got Coke cans coming out of it. I don't think there's any Coke cans in safes. Yeah, oh no, I don't want all that litter to come out.
Oh my word.
Look at that.
Wait, do I get on it as well?
Joint effort, mate.
Alright, we're going to get back to on that one. We don't want none of that getting into our systems.
Who would do that? That's disgusting.
Good job, Miller. That's what they don't see at home. That is the heart of darkness. And that is why you don't burn bins and throw the rest in the river, because that is not good.
And if you see anybody chuck one of these in the river, pick them up and chuck them in too.
See, I don't know how well you could see it from over there, but Mr. Miller here, the champion, he was picking out bags of dog poo manually, throwing them out so they wouldn't end up in our systems. What a hero. The people's choice.
Cool smell. Leggett, what on earth are you doing? We're supposed to be magnet fishing.
You caught me out, Miller. I was having a game of noughts and crosses against myself.
Why didn't you ask me to play?
You're a bore, mate. I beat you every time.
Oh,
anyway, I'm imitating the first ever game of noughts and crosses. Stelianos DeCapriadees, famous board game maker. He invented noughts and crosses up in the hills. He was with the sheep up in the hills. Now, you might wonder, what's Stelianos DeCapriadees doing in Thetford? Well, he walked down from the Scandinavian hills, left his sheep to his wife, and he came to Thetford on his holidays, didn't he? He needed a break from the sheep, he did. Now, he was sitting here, having a game against himself, as I was, and he beat himself 3 times on the trot. He was not happy. He's thrown this in the river, and I've found it now, and because it's the original copy, that's going to go on eBay. You all know how much it's going to go on eBay for. £1,000. What's that, Miller? Another meal deal?
Oh, Leggett, you know I'm being good today. Only one meal deal. But come and have a look at this. What I've just found in the river. Pepsi Cola. Now, this is old. Very old, as you can see. Now, I'm clued up with Pepsi Cola manufacturing dates. This, I would say, is around the World War II era. 1960 to 1970. And I've got the man for this. David Pugh from Happysborough in Norfolk collects these, and I'm going to give him a call now to see if he's got it in his collection.
What's he saying then, Miller?
Pack it in, Leggett. I'm on the phone to David. You know he's a tough negotiator on the best days. Yeah. Hello, David. Yeah, sorry, that was just Leggett. You know what he's like. You're getting on my whip today. Yeah, anyway, you saw the Pepsi Cola can I text you? Yeah? Yeah, it's not in your collection. Oh, fantastic. I found you a good one then. Well, David, as always, £1,000 to you. Are you happy with that? Yeah? Hey? What do you mean you're in your TARDIS? What do you mean it's bigger on the inside? You need to fix your sonic screwdriver? Oh, I've called Doctor Who, not David Pugh.
We've come to the other side of Beckham's Bridge to have a few chucks. But the problem is here, it's really weedy, so we're struggling, to be honest. I've had one last chuck, and I pulled out what looks to be like a mini shank, but it's been broken. That could have been an ex-stabber at some point, and yeah, we're now going to head up to the castle. Are you right with that barrow, Miller?
Yes, thank you, Leggett. Is it your turn yet? Right, guys, you know what a castle looks like? Yeah, everyone's been to Norwich Castle, ain't they? Well, Thetford has pulled out all the stops here. Look at that great old big mole wheel behind me. That is called Thetford Castle. And we're now going to go up the top and see what it's got in offer. Here I am, guys. I'm at the bottom of Thetford Castle. 300 steps to get to the top, and I can't wait to see the view. Can you, Leggett? Let's get hossing.
Where do you think you're going? You ain't going up there, you're taking the barrow with you, mate. We've got thousands of grand's worth of artefacts in there, come on.
Taking the barrow up to the top? What do you think, I'm soft, Leggett? I aren't going all that way with that.
Now, it might just look like someone's failed to grow a stinging nettle farm up here.
Don't you mean succeeded, Leggett?
Yeah, probably. But underneath all that is thousands of years of history and what used to be a castle. Now, Robin Hood used to visit this castle all the way from Sherwood Forest. He weren't just a well-known king of that area, he was also well-known in the Thetford Forest area. He used to come up here with his merry men on the stag do's, down in some Carlsbergs, whacking out the Kinder Buenos all the time. They used to come up here. Now, one fateful day, Robin Hood, he's shocked everyone. He's whacked his carbon fibre bow out. He looked at that bin down there, he's gone, pang, and he now uses that bin for target practice, and that's why the bin's so dented.
So here we are, we've just finished up in Thetford magnet fishing. We've had a fantastic day. We've got a wheelbarrow full of stuff, and we're ever so chuffed. My favourite find was the 2011 Thetford bobsled. I'm going to take that to the Olympic Committee in London later on and get my money. What do you reckon, Leggett?
Yeah, it's been a great day, Miller. We've finished the day on the top of Thetford Castle. The sun is shining. And my favourite find has to be Nanny Mcphee'S Zimmer frame. I'm going to take that to her, and she probably wouldn't pay me. She's been after that for a few weeks now.
You may have noticed we haven't actually put a magnet fishing video out in a long while. That's because you may have heard in the past the rivers are getting cleaner. Good thing for the environment, but bad for magnet fishing videographers, people like us. So we are trying our best to find the ancient artefacts, so bear with us. Right, Leggett?
Right, it is tricky, but we are going to do our best. Anyway, that is enough magnet fishing for one day. Thank you for watching.
And see you in the next one.
Any last words?
Yeah, Thetford Council, if you're watching, send us your email address. Don't worry, we've got it anyway. We're now going to invoice you for this bin. You know how much. A grand.
Here we see the caterpillar walking across its terrain into the bush to forage amongst his friends.
He's stopped now.
Right, just making sure all the metal's nice and tightly secured in the barrow to the van before we set off on our journey. Right, let's get in the passenger seat and let's get going. Right, Miller? Miller? You're supposed to be being good.
Well, Leggett, I'm taking inspiration from your historical talk earlier on. You said that Robin Hood liked Kinder Buenos, and because Robin Hood did everything good, I'm going to do something good here.